I was born in 1916, August 10th, in Hungary, in a small town. Hajdu Nanas. My first memories are the most beautiful memories, and I was born by fantastic, wonderful parents, and I was no war, and was a beautiful childhood.
Small town, about 25,000 people. It was located, when I was born, it was Czechoslovakia, but it was on the border from Hungary. We were 6 kilometers from Hungary. The townspeople were Hungarian. We were Hungarian speaking, and even during the Czech, I was going to Hungarian school. After the First World War, in 1918, it became Czechoslovakia. And in 1938, the Hungarian retook it. So when I was born, it was Czechoslovakia, but after 1938, it belonged to Hungary. Because originally, it was Hungary. My mother was born in the same town, and it was Hungary. I'm in Christian neighbors, and I was playing with them. In the school, I went to public school. It was mixed. Until 1938, everything was fine. And then, when it was occupied, everything's changed. My mother was an only daughter. She had brothers, 4 brothers, and then they built a house in the same courtyard, and there where we lived. My mother got married, she lived there, and I had 2 married uncles, and they lived across the street, one on this side, other side.
Esther was very smart, extremely smart. And we had a beautiful relationship. We were not together too much, but very, very, and I had her especially in my mind because she gave me those years you went to a seamstress to make dresses. She used to buy me the material in Berekshaz, and I went to a seamstress here. She used to send me material. And when I was hiding, in the summer I had a rest from wool, warm. I was thought I'm going to melt, and in the winter I had a cotton dress. Just opposite what I needed. But we had a very beautiful relationship. She was extremely smart woman.
I was close with my cousins and with my aunt and uncle, very close. We were 3 girls and 1 boy. Eva, Gita, she was born in 1932, so she was 6 years old, so like a first grader. She was a very fancy type girl. She always liked to wear like my mother's high shoes, and she had a very interesting hair. Color of the hair, it's like not red, but it's something like reddish. With beautiful baby hair, and she was very white skinned. His name was Amram, called him Amram. He was born in 36, so he was 2 years old when the Hungarian came in. He was a beautiful blue-eyed blonde boy with a beautiful voice, and he knew how to sing very nice.
I was born in Romania, and the city was Satmar. To my father and mother, we was 5 children, 4 brothers, 1 sister. My father he died when I was 8.5 years old, and my mother raised us. And then was coming the bad timing. First there was such organization, but they liked the idea from Hitler, and they started hitting the Jews in the street when we was walking the Gentiles. The boys was fighting with us. Then the government was changed, and it was like a Nazi government. So after a while, a few years, I was that time by 18 years old, and the Nazis, they put everybody in a ghetto. That means they took all the Jews in one section, and we were sleeping in one room, maybe 4 or 5 families. It happened to be that the apartment where we live fell in the ghetto, and a lot of other people moved in the room there. One day there was a talk that the Germans is coming in, and they going to take that away to work for them. I decided with a friend of mine that I'm going to skip and I was going to run away. How do you run away? You know, there was guards all over in a